On a more serious note, we're now joined by actor and activist Janeane Garofalo. Good to see you.
Thank you. You know, there is nothing more interesting than seeing a bunch of racists become confused and angry at a speech they're not quite certain what he's saying. It sounds right to them, and then it doesn't make sense. Which, let's be very honest about what this is about. It's not about bashing Democrats. It's not about taxes. They have no idea what the Boston Tea Party was about.
That's right.
They don't know their history at all. This is about hating a black man in the White House. This is racism straight up. That is nothing but a bunch of tea-bagging rednecks. And there is no way around that. And, you know, you can tell these type of right-wingers anything and they'll believe it except the truth. You tell them the truth and they become, it's like showing Frankenstein's monster fire. They become confused and angry and highly volatile. That guy caused in them feelings they don't know, because their limbic brain, we've discussed this before, the limbic brain inside a right-winger or a Republican or conservative, or your average white power activist. The limbic brain is much larger in their head space than in a reasonable person, and it's pushing against the frontal lobe. So their synapses are misfiring. It is a neurological problem that we're dealing with. This is it's almost pathological or elevated to a philosophy or a lifestyle. Yeah. And again, this is about racism. It could be any issue, any port in a storm. These guys hate that a black guy is in the White House. Yeah. But they immigrant bash. They pretend it's taxes and tea bags. And like I said, most of them couldn't probably tell you thing one about taxation without representation, the Boston Tea Party, the British imperialism, whatever the history lesson has to be. But these people, all white, for the most part, unless there's some people with Stockholm Syndrome.
Right, and I didn't see them. They were in the back. They weren't near the cameras, which is bad strategy on the part of the people who were staging this at Fox.
True. And Fox News loves to foment this anti-intellectualism because that's their bread and butter. If you have a cerebral electorate, Fox News goes down the toilet, you know, very, very fast. But it is sick and sad to see Neil Cavuto doing that. They've been doing this for years. That's why Roger Ailes and Rupert Murdoch started this venture, is to disinform and to coarsen and dumb down a certain segment of the electorate. But what is really, I didn't know there were so many racists left. I didn't know that. You know, because as I said, the Republican hyphen, the conservative movement has now crystallized into the white power movement.
Is that not a bad long-term political strategy? Because even though your point is, you know, terrifying that there are that many racists left, the flip side of it is there aren't that many racists left.
They're the minority. I mean, literally tens of people showed up to this thing across the country.
But if you spear your television network or your political party towards a bunch of guys who are just looking for a reason to yell at the black president, eventually you will marginalize yourself out of business, won't you? Or at least
no, there's no shortage. Here's what the right wing has there's no shortage of the natural resources of ignorance, apathy, hate, fear. As long as those things are in the collective conscious and unconscious, the Republicans will have some votes. Fox News will have some viewers. But what else have they got? If they didn't do that, who's going to watch? You know, I mean, they have tackled that elusive clam. You know, the clam demo, the 18 to 35 clam demo, clan with a K demo. But you know, who else is Fox talking to? I mean, what is it? Urban, older white guys. Yeah. And the girlfriend, and you know, the women who suffer from Stockholm Syndrome. Again, there's a lot of Stockholm Syndrome, is what I'm saying. Ultimately, what else you want? What else you got? What do you want to know?
What happens if somebody who's at one of these things hurts somebody?
Oh, that is an unfortunate byproduct since the dawn of time of a volatile group like this, of the limbic brain. Violence, unfortunately, may or may not ensue. It's like I said, the Republican Party now depends upon immigrant bashing and hating the black guy in the White House. Will people act on that? It's not new. But, you know, Fox doesn't mind fomenting it. What have they got if they don't have this? You know what I mean? It's like an identity politics of the worst kind.
We'd have peace in our time. Janeane Garofalo, number 5. Comedian, actress, political activist, and the expert on the limbic brain. Great thanks as always.
Very much thanks to you.
Always my pleasure.
On behalf of all the hard-working, tax-paying Americans in this country that love it like I do, pay attention up there in D.C. and Wall Street. This is for you. Little country music, by God. Here we go.
Shutting Detroit down.
My daddy taught me in this country everyone's the same. He worked work hard for your dollar and you never pass the blame when it don't go your way. Now I see all these big shots whining on my evening news about how they're losing billions, and it's up to me and you to come running to the rescue. Well, pardon me if I don't shed a tear, but they're selling make-believe and we don't buy that here. 'Cause in the real world they're shutting Detroit down, while the boss man takes his bonus pay and jets on out of town. DC's bailing at them bankers as a farmer's auction ground. Yeah, while they're living it up on Wall Street in that New York City town, here in the real world they're shutting Detroit down. Y'all sing it now. Here in the real world they're shutting Detroit down. Yeah, come on! Well, that old man's been working in that plant most all his life. Now his pension plan's been cut in half and he can't afford to die, and it's a crying shame. 'Cause he ain't the one to blame. And when I look down and see his calloused hands, well, let me tell you, friends, it gets me fighting mad. 'Cause in the real world they're shutting Detroit down, while the boss man takes his bonus pay and jets his lazy ass out of our hard-working town. DC's bailing at them bankers as a farmer's auction ground. Yeah, while they're living it up on Wall Street in that New York City town, here in the real world, shutting Detroit down. Here in the real world, they're shutting Detroit down. Here in the real world, they're shutting Detroit down. Pay attention, Wall Street. Pay attention, Washington, D.C. We're alive and well, shutting Detroit down. Can I get a hell yeah?